Hi guys. In this class how we'll learn about how does the nutrition affect the diabetes patient and how diabetes can be manageable through dietary changes and dietary management. See, first we have to select about the objectives. Here the objectives can be met by adhering to some of the basic principles of planning diets, which include the consideration of factors like body weight, age, sex, activity, and the economic, social, and cultural practice, types of diabetes, and mode of treatment and control of diabetes, and other changes like pregnancy, obesity, cardiovascular, renal, or even gastric intestinal problems. See, now I'll explain everything. First, before planning the diets and dietary management, first we have to know about the and we have to consider about some particular factors that affect the diabetes. First one is body age. If he is obese or he is undernourished or malnourished, first we have to check that, because based on that how much amount of protein, carbohydrate and fat should be given. If he is obese, low fat diet. And so that's how we manage the diabetic patient. For next one is age. We have to consider age also, because we can't give, see, uh, type 1, I already told about type 1 diabetes, which is insulin dependent diabetes mellitus, and it is generally seen in younger, because as type 1 diabetes mainly seen in the children. We can't give, as they are insulin dependent, we can't give all the factors or all the food, because their age required different type of diet. Okay, next one, sex, that is male or female. There are some other particulars about male and female also. Next one, activity. Activity means whether or sedentary or athletic. That means there is a portion that is normal, sedentary or athletic, based on their activity, that is based on how they move and how they work. If it's sedentary, they have to sit about 8 hours straight, like that. Next we have to check about economic status also, because economic status, diet purely depends on economic status also, because as you guys know, if he is rich, he can be given diet and they can be affordable. They can be affordable, if they can be afforded by the patient or not, because the diet means the food can be affordable by the patient. So we have to check about the whether they are affordable or not, with from which economic background are they from social factors. Social factors such as some people don't eat this type of food and that type of food, so that one, social status also. As I already told, if they are rich, they can afford the food. If they are not rich, they are poor, we have to plan your diet according to them. And next one, cultural factors. These are all, so because some people vegetarian, non-vegetarian, some people can eat meat, some people are vegan, some people are vegetarian. There are so many classifications, so based on what type of food the patient is patient is likely to be eaten, and everything depends upon the patient, and it these all vary from one person to other person, because for every patient we can't give same diet for every patient, it will be changed. Next one, type 1 diabetes. As I already told, type 1 diabetes patient are insulin dependent diabetes they will be given some other diet, because mode of treatment, based on mode of treatment they are be treated, and the control of diabetes, that means how well they are managing their diabetes. Based on that also we'll plan the diet, and we have to take that into consideration. Next one, other factors like pregnancy. As I already in earlier classes, as I already told, gestational diabetes, some obesity, some people have one or more problems, that is diabetes plus cardiovascular diseases, or diabetes plus renal, diabetes plus gastrointestinal. So based on everything we have to plan the diet. Not by only keeping diabetes in mind, it won't work. We have to do on others also. For example, I will say patient has a diabetes, and generally what you guys will be given as diet. First we'll say ragi java, but patient has gastrointestinal problems, we have to keep that in mind, because people who has gastrointestinal problems, they have some irritability to high fiber foods. As we all know, it is a high fiber food. Okay, so like that we have to take consideration each and every point into consideration, and that's how we have to plan the diet of diabetes patients. Okay, see here saying, keeping the above principle in mind, diet is planned, and the planned diet should be such as to help in maintaining an optimum nutritional status and achieving desirable body weight. As the thumb rule, if patient is undernourished, feed more calories. If it's overnourished, reduce the calories. Calories are mainly obtained from carbohydrates, proteins, and fats. Now, you guys tell me what is diabetes and what are the main metabolic changes that occur in diabetes, result in all other diseases. Okay, comment below. Next one, you already know that 1 kilogram of carbohydrates provides 4 kilocalories. You guys all know 1 gram of fat 9 kilocalories. Okay, now let us understood the contribution of these macronutrients in diabetic diet, how well these macronutrients contribute